Little Nightmares is a chilling and captivating horror puzzle game that immerses players in a surreal and sinister world. Developed by Tarsier Studios and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, the game introduces us to the harrowing journey of a young girl named Six. Trapped aboard a massive, mysterious ship called the Maw, Six faces grotesque creatures, unspeakable horrors, and her own growing hunger as she fights to escape. In this video, we will dive deep into the haunting narrative of Little Nightmares, explore its intricate lore, and uncover hidden meanings behind its eerie setting. Along the way, I'll add my personal insights and interpretations to create a richer understanding of the story and its implications. The game begins with Six waking up in the depths of the Maw, a colossal, decrepit vessel floating in an unknown location. The Maw serves as a dark and oppressive labyrinth filled with grotesque characters and dangerous traps. It is here that Six embarks on her perilous journey to freedom. As players guide Six through various levels, they encounter horrifying creatures like the janitor, a blind but relentless stalker, the twin chefs, grotesque cooks preparing mysterious meals, and the lady, the enigmatic ruler of the Maw. Each of these figures embodies the game's themes of gluttony, power, and despair. From my perspective, Six's journey is more than just an escape, it's a metaphor for survival in a world that consumes everything in its path. Her yellow raincoat becomes a symbol of innocence, contrasting sharply with the grim environment around her. As the game progresses, we see how her hunger, a recurring motif, drives her to make morally ambiguous decisions. This descent into darkness mirrors the loss of innocence in the face of overwhelming adversity. One of the most striking moments in the game is when Six devours a living creature to satisfy her hunger. This scene left me questioning whether survival justifies sacrificing one's humanity. It's a brilliant yet disturbing commentary on the lengths one might go to when faced with desperation. The Maw itself feels like a living entity, designed to entrap and exploit its inhabitants. Its layers represent different stages of oppression and horror. The depths, home to Granny, a monstrous figure submerged in water. The kitchen, the domain of the twin chefs, where the fate of the children aboard the Maw becomes horrifyingly clear. The upper floors, reserved for the grotesque guests who indulge in endless feasts. The ladies' quarters, a stark, silent contrast to the chaos below, guarded by the ladies' eerie presence. Each area is meticulously designed to tell its own story, blending environmental storytelling with subtle visual cues. For example, the piles of oversized shoes hint at the fates of the previous victims, while the endless banquets reveal the grotesque gluttony of the Maw's inhabitants. The lady, the final antagonist, is a fascinating character. She exudes an air of control and elegance but hides a terrifying secret. Mirrors, a recurring motif in her quarters, seem to symbolize her vanity and self-loathing. One of the most intriguing aspects of her character is how she uses her dark magic to maintain order aboard the Maw. In my opinion, the lady represents the corrupting influence of power. Her ability to hypnotize and control the inhabitants of the Maw reflects how those in authority can manipulate and exploit the vulnerable. When Six confronts the lady and ultimately consumes her essence, it feels like a transfer of power, a chilling reminder that the cycle of corruption may continue. Six's growing hunger is not just a physical condition, it's a central theme that drives the narrative forward. At first, she eats scraps of food, but as her journey continues, her hunger becomes more insatiable and disturbing. By the end, Six consumes the lady herself, gaining her powers and unleashing a new darkness. From my perspective, this transformation represents the cost of survival. The hunger is not just a need for sustenance but a metaphor for the consuming nature of power and ambition. Six's final walk through the Maw, where she drains the life force of its inhabitants, is both triumphant and tragic. It's a powerful conclusion that leaves players questioning whether Six has truly escaped or merely become another part of the Maw's cycle. What makes Little Nightmares so compelling is its ability to weave complex themes into its gameplay and narrative. The game explores issues like exploitation, loss of innocence, and the corrupting nature of power in ways that feel deeply personal yet universally resonant. From my perspective, the game also serves as a commentary on society's darker tendencies. The grotesque guests, who gorge themselves without a second thought, mirror the excesses of consumerism. The transformation of children into gnomes highlights how innocence can be corrupted and used as fuel for a larger, uncaring system. Little Nightmares is more than just a horror game, it's an artistic exploration of fear, survival, and the human condition. Six's journey through the Maw is both a literal escape and a metaphorical descent into darkness, leaving players with more questions than answers. With the release of Little Nightmares 2, we are offered a deeper glimpse into this unsettling universe. The introduction of Mono and the exploration of Six's backstory promise to unravel even more mysteries while expanding on the themes that made the first game so unforgettable. So, what are your thoughts on the world of Little Nightmares? Do you think Six's actions were justified? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind your favorite games.